Welcome back to The Bad Korean. It's day 3 in Seoul, South Korea. We started the morning at a trendy cafe, wandered through Bukchon Hanok Village, dressed up in traditional hanbok for Gyeongbokgung Palace, ate hand-cut noodles and mandu for lunch, enjoyed Korean BBQ for dinner, and wrapped up the night walking through the lively streets of Myeongdong. My mom wanted to take us to a popular cafe called Cafe Onion. I don't remember how early we got there, but the line was already incredibly long. There are 2 lines, one for indoor seating and another for outdoor seating. We chose the outdoor line since it moved much faster. The cafe combines traditional Korean architecture with a modern aesthetic. Everywhere you look feels photo-worthy, so it's no surprise this place is so popular with tourists. Once inside, you grab a tray and make your way past a table packed with pastries, sweet and savory breads, and other popular treats. There was so much to choose from, and I'll be honest, I don't remember the names of everything we picked. I'll do my best, but if I get anything wrong, let me know. I think we ended up with Dubai chocolate mochi, pesto pizza bread, sogumpang, which means salt bread, pandoro, a sweet Italian bread covered in powdered sugar, and a few drip coffees. After loading up your tray, you head to the register to order your drinks, including coffee, tea, and their signature beverages.
I gotta try this.
Okay, look, if you know me, I'm always up for a good time, but when it comes to food, I'm looking for less fuss and more flavor. Trendy dessert spots aren't usually my thing.
Interesting. It has like a...
It's soft.
It has a soft inside. It's salty.
I wasn't blown away by the food, but I'm glad we experienced it and the cafe was beautiful. Personally though, I don't think I'd wait an hour for it again. Our next stop was Bukchon Hanok Village, just a 10-minute walk from the cafe. The last time I was here was about 8 years ago, and a lot's changed. There are a lot more tourists now, so you'll see signs throughout the village asking visitors to keep their voices down and respect the residents. Since people actually live here, access to certain residential areas is only allowed between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. I love how much character the neighborhood has. The traditional architecture, narrow alleyways, and peaceful atmosphere make it feel like you've stepped back in time. Every home feels unique and full of personality, which makes it easy to slow down and appreciate the details. The main path up the hill rewards you with some beautiful views overlooking Seoul. It feels like every corner of this village is a photo opportunity. It's a beautiful place to explore, and there are plenty of cafes, restaurants, and shops nearby once you're finished walking around. Our next stop was Gyeongbokgung Palace. Admission is 3,001 for adults and 1,500 for kids ages 7 to 18. But here's a fun tip. If you rent and wear a traditional Korean hanbok, admission is free. The rental costs more than the entrance fee, but I'd still recommend it. It's a fun way to experience Korean culture, and it makes for some incredible photos. So naturally, we all rented hanboks and made our way into the palace. Gyeongbokgung Palace is absolutely stunning. The beautifully preserved architecture, peaceful gardens, and expansive stone courtyards really showcase Korea's rich history. It's the kind of place where you can easily spend a few hours just taking it all in. I found so many clips of Gracie being absolutely adorable, so now you have to watch them too. She's my bright light in a dark world. Running around the palace worked up quite an appetite, so we found a restaurant nearby. The restaurant is called Hwangsaengga Kalguksu. We waited in a pretty long line before finally getting a table. I somehow forgot to capture both the line and the front of the restaurant. Rookie mistake. We ordered 2 bowls of Manduguk and Kalguksu, which unsurprisingly came with a few banchan dishes. A well-made Manduguk feels like home for Koreans. The broth was clean yet deeply savory, topped with thinly sliced egg, green onion, seaweed, and handmade dumplings. The Kalguksu was just as delicious. The rich broth was filled with shiitake mushrooms, green onions, and zucchini, but the hand-cut noodles were the real star with their perfectly chewy texture. Both dishes tasted like something my grandma would make. Restaurants in Korea are also incredibly convenient. I don't know why, but sitting down at a Korean restaurant, grabbing metal chopsticks from the table and pouring yourself water from one of those plastic jugs makes the food taste better. After a long day of exploring, I came across an MLB store with some unique Korea-exclusive merchandise. As a die-hard Dodgers fan, I couldn't leave without a customized Dodgers hat. We made our way back to Hotel Koreana and ran into a protest right in front of the hotel. I had no idea what was going on, but being the bad Korean, I guess that makes sense. After a much needed break, we were ready to eat again. We spotted a random Korean barbecue restaurant across the street and decided to give it a try. What a lucky find. This is Namcheonhwae관. This is exactly why I love Seoul. You can walk into almost any restaurant and end up with an incredible meal. This place is known for its pork shoulder and pork belly, so we ordered both. Throw in some soju, banchan, and sam, and you've got everything you need for an authentic Korean barbecue feast. I wanted to see if they were actually cooking over charcoal, so I asked if I could film the coals. The waiter noticed, lifted the grate, and showed us the burning charcoal underneath. I know it's a small thing, but seeing real charcoal instantly got me excited. The waiter could probably tell we were tourists, so he ended up becoming our grill master. We definitely weren't complaining. He helped us grill both cuts of pork, then cut them into perfectly bite-sized pieces. Then it was time to build my perfect sam. I started with a perilla leaf, grilled pork, raw garlic, samjang, pickled onion, kimchi, and shoved the whole thing into my mouth. I've probably had Korean barbecue over 100 times in my life, and this place is definitely legit. I always look for a few things: real charcoal, quality meat, delicious banchan, and great hospitality. This restaurant delivered all of them. After a surprisingly delicious dinner, we took a short walk over to Myeongdong Market since it's only a few minutes from our hotel. I've been here before, and it's definitely one of the busiest places in Seoul. Look, I'm the bad Korean, and even I can get a little overwhelmed here. Crowds and trendy foods aren't my thing. I gravitate toward local neighborhoods and hole-in-the-wall restaurants, but I can absolutely see why Myeongdong is so popular. If you enjoy lively shopping streets, endless food stalls, and a fun night market atmosphere, you'll have a great time here. We tried the candied strawberries and grapes because they kept popping up on social media. They were exactly what they look like, fresh fruit coated in a crunchy sugar shell. That said, with so many incredible street foods to choose from in Seoul, I'd probably save my appetite for some of the more traditional options next time. This is the end of day 3. We slowly started making our way back to our hotel while browsing and enjoying the busy nightlife. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. The Bad Korean